All right, another batch of heavy wet snow making its way through the FM area as we see it piling up on the wheels and tires across the area and our driveways. A lot of heavy wet snow out there to maneuver through. Here's Highway 11 near Ashley, and again, that's completely covered. But do notice this, that's starting to dry up from Watertown through Sisseton out there where Interstate 29 is closed. The heaviest of the snow now lifting north. Notice Fargo sits right on the edge, as does places like central Otter Tail County. So here is basically the end. We could still certainly see what we call wraparound snow on the system as this, the center of the low, moves up to the north and to the east heading into the overnight hours. Still some moderate to maybe even briefly heavy snow crossing the I-94 corridor just to the west of the FM area. This extends out to the Hawley and Dilworth area as well as Glendon. That snow's pushing off to the north as well. Notice Hillsboro has a batch moving through along the I-29 corridor. Check this out though, for the last hour or more, the heaviest of the snow has remained south of you in Grand Forks. So that's a bonus there. Lower snowfall totals have been expected and anticipated there. So I do believe our forecast earlier tonight, models had a good run on that, and the forecast stands. We do have some snow, however, that has made its way up towards Rock Lake, Candue, north of Devil's Lake. A little bit of accumulation from that as well. And by the way, up north, it's colder. So the flakes will be fluffier and they could add up a little bit more. Where it's not cold, down to the south, we have liquid rain making its way into the metro area of the Twin Cities. That does transition to ice, and it does look very icy, and there have been crashes on I-94. So travel will remain tricky overnight. Limited visibility where the snow is heaviest here in Lakes Country from Mahnomen County all the way through Hubbard County and pushing into southern Beltrami County for tonight. Under 1 mile visibility. Temperatures warm enough for rain of the liquid variety out there in the Twin Cities. But here's that cold, fluffier, flakier snow right here in the valley. Much of Lakes Country, it's that wet, soggy snowman making snow. Your hour-by-hour forecast shows the purple, that's the heavier bands. That's going to continue to lift north and east. By midnight, it's pushing into places like Beltrami County, maybe southern Lake of the Woods County. We will still see some periods of light snow up north, and again, because of colder temperatures, it'll be fluffier, flakier snow that will fly in the wind. But the strongest of the winds will be associated with that center of low pressure right here. So we'll have briefly gusty winds. Snowfall rates with the dark blues and purples of 1 to 2 inches per hour will exit. Our wind switches around, and by daybreak, northerly, gusting at 15 to 25 miles per hour. That morning commute will be tricky. Have the Valley News Live weather app handy to get the latest on delays, cancellations, or road conditions. Or check with the Valley today. Lisa Green will keep you updated there. Gusty north winds at times over 25 miles per hour will cause some slippery roads, but we will notice improvement in sky conditions as the clouds break up and decreasing winds as we go through the evening hours as we close out your day. This is additional snowfall on top of what we got. Notice things are moving out of the Red River Valley, traced to 2 inches for Grand Forks and places like western Walsh County, Minnesota. Getting up into the north central part because of the colder temperatures and some fluffier flakes. We could see a few spots still getting upwards of 7 inches, maybe a little more. Windy tomorrow from the north at times, 15 to 25 miles per hour. The snow will be gone for most of us throughout the day. Hopefully a chance to clean off the roads. Quiet weather Thursday and Friday, but cold. Now we go through the weekend with temperatures near 30, and we head into next week with temperatures in the 20s. So we stay below average. Notice no 40s here. No 40s here. So our streak of over 130 days continues as we try to challenge that, longest streak of 40-degree weather or below. I don't know if we'll get there. We have to make it to April 10th, but it's going to be close. It's going to be close.
See, I like the idea of making history, though I'm not sure I want cold temperatures through mid-April to make it happen.
It's like losing the most Super Bowls. I mean, at least you got to get there.
It's true.
I think we can do it. All right, Hutch, we have to show off your pictures today because you spent the day with more than 100 kindergartners.
Oh, yeah, it was fun. We talked weather and we talked cows.
What?
Well, you know what? We have a lot of interesting questions from kindergartners, and this group of bright young people had look at their hands raised up. They all had questions to ask about the weather.
Kids
and
are
they
curious.
Were insightful.
My son is in kindergarten, and he asks questions about everything.